Hey guys, in this video, we will be revealing how our portfolio did in 2022. As usual guys, none of what we say is financial advice, purely educational. Hey guys, if you're interested in building a 6 to 7 figure portfolio using the power of stock investing, head over to the comment section or the description to sign up for our free masterclass so that we share with you exactly how we do it. What are we going to talk about in this video? Number one will be how we are allocating our assets. Number two, what are some of our returns, and maybe we can give some color on why we got those returns. And of course, what is our plans as far as what's next.
Right. Okay. Right. So let's go through.
Let's go yours. All right. So 95% of it is in
stocks,
the stock market, and then the remainder is 5%.
Yes, correct. So I'm still quite bullish in the stock market. I mean, that's the reason why I'm still staying invested in it. Partly also is because I'm still young and I'm still like single, so the commitment wise is still fine, still manageable. I don't need a lot of money to like maintain my lifestyle.
Right. So
with that being said, that's why I can put in almost all of my cash or wealth inside stocks.
Right.
Yeah, it's no problem. And yeah, so this is my portfolio return so far. I think I did mention, I'm not sure whether this video is going to go out or the next one. Basically, I got mentioned that Maybach as a lesson.
Yeah.
So Maybach in 2022, I did invested quite a bit of a sum of money inside. It did make me money unrealized gain. Unfortunately, I was greedy. Again, it's always about greed. Yeah. So I decided to just, maybe they are going to pump another like 10-20% and I just ride it. And then in the end, they
had a lot of cash. They sold a bunch of their
chips. Their exactly. And then, next thing you know, the stock is down because that's their core business. So that actually gave me a lesson. I think my portfolio was actually up around like 19% or 15 to 19%, sorry, 90%. But then because of this one big trade, that's why.
And I think some context is that having known you for a while, you are very concentrated, right? Typically, you only have 3 stocks maybe in your portfolio, something
less
like
than 5.
Less than 5, right?
Yes.
So definitely, I think, okay, so one context, if I look at it from a third party, I don't know you and all that, I just look at it, and I would say that gaining, even though it dropped from 19% to 12%, for me at least, for that kind of concentration, it's not too bad because you expect a lot bigger.
Yes, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and also the company that I select must be... it may be aside, but other than that, the companies that I choose, the valuation must be very attractive to me.
Yes.
By attractive, I mean like maybe even single digit forward P, single digit one, and then and also they have a very good growth prospect. I wouldn't say I'll disclose what stocks I own, but then so far the companies that I'm holding are all fit that kind of criteria.
Yes.
So far it has been doing well, and I hope that it stays the same going forward in 2023.
Yeah. Now, of course, it is important that we look at it from a wider perspective. So maybe you can share with us, like, because you started investing I
5 years ago.
Right, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And like, did you track your returns?
So if you want to talk about 5 years ago, then it won't be 12%. It will be I think it will be a negative, if I'm not mistaken. Because back then I did a lot of listing.
Every year do you
track? No.
But I know 2021 you track, right?
Yes, 2021, yes.
Right.
Definitely.
And I know it was, and one of the best things, right? I would say for any young investors out there, right? Now this is going to sound like absolute BS, but take it as you wish. One of the best things that can ever happen to you early on in your investing career, and when I say earlier, I mean like the first 10 years. Because if you think about it, you're investing for at least, hopefully, 5 to 6 decades or more.
Yep.
So the first 10 years really is your formative years.
Yes, correct.
One of the best things that can ever happen to you in investing is to lose money. So, right,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Cope,
but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So, like, you took like 5 years, right, to find your feet. For me, I think that I took 2 years before I started seeing returns. But some context is that when you were actually waiting that 4 years before you started generating some returns, right? You were going through the wilderness, right? You were trying all sort of different things.
Yeah, following a lot of advisors from the internet.
So, but you see, right? Even though I only took 2 years to start seeing positive returns, but I'll tell you why, right? That 2 years was still a child. In many ways, the same like issue, right? Again, it will sound like BS, but the reason is because I told myself 2 years prior that I will not invest until I spend 2 years assessing or rather learning about investing in that more proper way. So I never had to go through the wilderness. So so I knew that was the wilderness. I knew that, you know, TA and all these different tips. I had that in me not to go there. So when I did that, I thought, well, I think I'm going to be ahead of a lot of people, because your story is not an uncommon story.
Yeah, mine is a typical one, very generic.
So I thought, well, if I'm not doing something not typical, I should get, you know, better returns. And that wasn't the case. I still needed to wait 2 years, even after all the preparation, reading all the books, watching hours and hours of lectures and content, right? So I think that context is really, really important to appreciate now that when you start to make money.
Yep, correct. Yeah, I think you need to dip your toe into the market. I mean, that's how you really learn. I mean, because if you're still, for me if you're still like just researching and not putting in money, right, you wouldn't feel, I mean, one thing is that you wouldn't be affected emotionally. I think emotional discipline plays a huge thing.
Which is why I'm not a fan of what's that? The testing trading, right? Digital fake trading accounts. Paper trading, yes, paper trading.
Yeah. So just need to get your feet wet in the real world, the real stock market world. Yeah.
Yes. But guys, before we move on, if you're someone looking to level up their stock investing skills and you need a lot more guidance, we do have a one-on-one program called the Mentorship Program. If you're interested, you can apply it in the comment section or the description.
Okay, so MJ, pretty similar to mine too.
Yeah, so actually we were a bit, we wanted to copy paste. So you guys can see, notice the slides is very interesting. No, so actually it is not exactly this, but it is closer to 85% stock, 10% in crypto, and then cash 15%, roughly, right? For me, the big downer was crypto. Right, it was a huge hit, and then of course the stock market as well. Especially my foreign holdings also had a had a dip lah. Right. The Malaysian stock market ironically has done the best. So when I calculate everything, I'm up only 8%. Honestly, I'm happy with the returns, but definitely when I look back, there are a lot of things I could have done differently. And perhaps I think in the next video, when you guys are watching this, we will go into the lessons very specifically, what we learned and what we didn't learn.
Yep. I think that's about it. And this is what's next for 2023. I think we are all going to still continue screening the entire listed company in Bursa.
Yes.
I mean, that's the only way we think that can help us generate stock ideas.
Yeah.
And number two is that, of course, we are still going to be staying invested. I mean, if you want to be continue playing the game, of course, you need to be in the game. So and the last point is that we want 2023 to be better. Not as bad as hopefully it wouldn't be as bad as 2022. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm not gonna jinx it, but just gonna continue staying invested. Pray that 2023 is gonna be better and things are gonna be much more less bluer than 2022.
That's true. So one thing that perhaps you can share a bit more is, you took 4 years, right? To how would you advise people going through that? Because most people are giving up, right?
Right, correct.
Think about it.
I think one thing is that one of the reasons why I still staying invested in the stock market is because I have I have an interest in researching companies, but then I just don't know the right method of researching at that point of time. So I was listening to a lot of internets. I mean, Internet Guru, and then follow their advice. Also, all those typical stuff that we all do. Yeah, and then that got me. Of course, I was dejected. I was devastated because of the losses. But then, once I thankfully, not to put your leg up, but FIRL came about. That's how I kind of like changed my investing method and start to actually put in the work. Because back then I thought that I put in the work, but actually, in fact, I'm not really getting results.
Yeah.
So that means there's something that I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not researching the right way, or maybe I'm just not really studying hard enough, or just something like that.
And you know, to your point, right? That's why having a systematic framework, we always use this systematic framework, is really crucial, so that you know what to research. So like when you go about, right? You say you like to research, you obviously hardworking, and you go through all sorts of reports, but then you don't get the results, and sometimes you feel lost also.
Yep.
Right. That's a huge key, and to kind of learn that skill can be quite challenging. Which is why we have the FIRL Pro program.
Before I actually go into FIRL Pro, I just want to share a little bit. I was also a buyer of SIB program. That's how actually I managed to join FIRL. There's actually a whole backstory. I was once their customer, and now I'm here.
Customer turned last time pay us money, now pay you money. That's the key, guys.
That's key.
That's big brain stuff, man. So like going through the wilderness and going through like not knowing what matters is probably the most difficult thing. And another difficult thing is, even if you knew what mattered, to go and figure that out and to put everything together can be quite challenging, which is why we have FIRL Pro for you guys, those who are interested. Basically, these are just 2 to 3 reports every month for you to read. Takes you 5 to 15 minutes, depending on the company, to get the important either factors or concepts about the company. And then from there, it will speed up your decision, right? To speed up your research on the company, so that you can make a decision that is better and faster.
Yes, and also we got a team of at least, I believe, like six of them. So
7 soon, probably.
So that's why we can generate all of these quality
and they're all,
research.
and they're all picked out handpicked by us.
And also you can see the performance itself. I mean, the performance kind of tells our
December will be better, right?
Yes, most likely it's going to be better. And if you want the free stuff, we actually do share our stock report, just a sample only. You can check it out. The links are all in the description and comments. Just feel free to sign up. It's free. And I think that's about
guys,
it.
See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Thanks for staying all the way.